Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about the little muck up there at the end of that transition. Nearly made it smooth. We'll get there in the end. But welcome and good evening, all you lovely viewers, to Full Throttle Racing's Mini Cooper Challenge. We are back for round 3 and 4, as we could not do them last week due to unfortunate low numbers. That means we get to do them all again this week. Let me take you through our standings and see how we are getting on. Bear with me a second. Showing you what I'm supposed to be on time. Perfect stuff. Just making sure my feed is up to date. It is good. Lovely jubbly. Right, let's look at the current standings after the first round. Well, after the first round 1 and 2 of the Full Mini Challenge, or Full Mini Cooper Challenge. In first we have Adams at 47, second is Thompson with 43 points, then followed by Ethan Graham with 40, Adam Piper with 40 as well, so joint third there. Then we drop down to Walsh in 28 with 28 points, and then at 6th is Ingat with 26, Sharp with 19, Clifford with 18, and Oakley with 15, and at the bottom there is Brown with 6. So still very open, still got quite a few races to go and a few more rounds to do, so this is really quite an open field at the moment. Just really seeing who's reaping the rewards from the first and second round. Let's go back to our guys here. Lovely jubbly. So currently on board with, as you see him, STD Ash, but I know him as Ashley Sharp, and who is the man behind all the deliveries of this league. He actually does most deliveries for Full Throttle Racing, as you can see. He's a dab hand at them as well. I can't get much on that one there, but as we can see here on Callum Cripps Mini, sponsors galore. I do like it. It's not over the top. It is actually really realistic and really good eye on it as well. He does not just this league, but all the other leagues that we have for Full Throttle Racing. And again, big shout out to you, Ashley. Thank you very much for doing that for us. Also, shout out to Ashley, for he managed to take his very first podium finish, I believe, the other day when we were doing the BTCC League with Full Throttle Racing. That was the first podium I've seen, first place I've seen him do, and hopefully definitely not the last, as he is currently, well, timing's just on practice laps at the moment. He is showing 5th, but that doesn't really matter at all here. Actually, let's look at the timing boards and see what we are getting, as we only have 7 on board with us at the moment. There will be some more. I just need to double check that, but let's leave it what we have at the moment there. So best lap time so far is Callum Cripps with a 1:42, nearly dead, basically nearly dead. Then just behind him is Adam Piper with a 1:43 dead, and then just behind there is John Thomas with a 1:43.3, and then a 1:42.6 by Luke Mitchell coming in there. Really well done by the MMR driver there. See how we can place. We've got Ashley doing a 1:47.293. We know he can do better than that, so hopefully these are just warm-up races. And then Ethan Graham and Rob has not managed to put anything down as of yet, but hopefully they will do. They are just going around and getting their cars out of the pits and getting used to things. Still waiting for people to turn up, I believe. Let me just check that all on my side. While we're waiting for confirmation on who is going to be where and what is going on, let's get back on. We're going to stick on board with our guy Callum Cripps at the moment. Of course, as soon as I do, he's taking a break from there. So we'll get back on board with Ashley Sharp as he heads up to these really difficult double right-hander here, both 90 degrees, but you come up a hill over the crest, and it's because of that momentum wants to push you out, and you've got to try and sort of find that sweet spot to keep your maximum momentum around that corner and keep it going. Again, this is more about driver skill than the cars. They're all set to the exact same. No one has an advantage car-wise. Not one is faster than the other. Tyres are the same as each other. Fuel is not a burnt subsidy, so we've got nothing going on there. It is literally down to who can do what with these cars and get their fastest times around this track. And this is a very fast track. Luca Mitchell seems to be giving all types of grief to poor Mr. Sharp in front of him there. And here we go. So long back, sort of mid-straight to this race, down to this really sharp hairpin. They're going to want to drop it down, possibly keep it in either first or second, get that momentum round, fly down till we get to this fun little S-bend section. Now this must be so much fun in these Mini Coopers. Literally throttle on, throttle off, just back on again, just on and off, on and off, on and off. Maybe a light dab of brakes if needed. Well, definitely will be needed when you get to these set of right-handers here. So brake down, keep it tight, and let the momentum take you round. Slowly pushing you wide here at the very end until you head back up and see you have the hill in the distance there for the last two penultimate right-handers. Get everyone in here now. We've got Luke, and we've got Walsh, we have Rob, and we have Graham. We have Thomas, and Mr. Cripps. Lovely handbrake in there. So any minute now we will be starting the qualifying, and then there will be, possibly we get about 2 to maybe 3 laps out of this. Would have thought possibly more than the 2 range, seeing as it is 1 minute 40s. We get around here, and it's going to be about a 5-minute qualifying, as he's doing a really good job of showing how we can drift these as well. Really good job. Oh dear. And qualifying starts. So it seems to only have the 9 races tonight, a little bit low again. But that definitely gives the guys who have the points more of an advantage. Let's see what they can do. Callum Cripps out first. Well, that's not John T out first. Followed by Callum. There's Callum at the front there. This split is all out of order, but let's be fair, the first lap really is getting everyone round as soon as smooth as possible. Everyone keep it nice and tight, nice and compact. They want to get space so they can actually have a smooth run and not have any bumps or anything which could impede their actual qualifying. Don't know why I can't speak today, I do apologise. But they do want to keep advantage of that slip from the driver in front. So it's paramount that they actually get in a half decent chain here and see what they can do. Rob there sporting some really nice Demon Tweaks livery with his teammate John T behind him. Both of them using that slip there, as I said, to full advantage as they come round and up to the last double left-handers, and then on to the start finish straight, and that will be the beginning of their actual first run for qualifying. Callum just ahead there leading the pack, and it seems to be those 3 at the beginning. Let's see what they can do. Obviously the first out lap is going to be ludicrously high. 50 seconds is what we're looking at there from Rob. I don't know what we're going to see from everyone tonight. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. We've only got a small field, but all of this field are very capable. So they should keep up with each other. It should be nice and tight. we shouldn't get too much of a spread unless, heaven forbid, there are accidents and there's spinnages and people get sent to the shadow realm, which they will hopefully come back from. But it will definitely challenge everyone. Callum wanted to make sure he secures his points. Okay, and we've got a confirmation, unfortunately. We haven't heard anything from our guy, Mitch Oakley, and Mark Brown will be back next week. He can unfortunately make it, hence why we are down on the low numbers today. But Leon is not on the track. Oh, we do have Leon in the actual server, it seems, but he's not on track as of yet. So hopefully he will come through. Fingers crossed. It's not too long. For now, this might be a good start for Callum, as I've just realised I don't think he has an entry in to this league, so I don't know if he's going to be filling in for somebody this week or not, but this is how we're starting off. So let's have a look. Coming in with a really fast time there is Rob MK2. Look at that, a 141.8. First one I've seen break that 41 barrier. Really fast behind him again at 142 dead, as he was doing in his practice. Callum Cripps, then Luke with a 142.2. It is Luke Clifford, I thought it was. I'd want to say the name correctly, but I didn't want to muck it up. Yet Luke Clifford on a 142.2, then a 142.5 by Ashley Sharp. Adam Piper with a 142.7, and then we got Walsh with a 143. Walsh with a 143. Graham with a 143.3, and then a 143.6 for Luke Mitchell, and then a 153. That must have been a bad lap for John there. Hopefully this next lap will actually see him a secure place. So they only have 1 minute left. So they could, if they get round quick enough, actually get a third lap out of this, which will definitely help John T, because he has not got a good lap down as of yet. At the moment, it's all looking at this guy, Rob, in the Demon Tweaks orange. He is going to be taking that first place spot. But saying all that, with the grid lineup, it does favour the left-hand side of the track. It is a massive sweeping left-hander and a big sweeping left-hander. You want to take a lot of speed through it, but with that, it's a very open corner. People are going to be able to, you know, if you've got the inside line going down that start straight, you're going to be able to take advantage of that. And I think just by default, first place, unless they've got a really good start off the line, are going to have to possibly give up that spot and give it to the second position. But hey, I say all this in theory, never know what's actually going to happen in the race, so all that to come. Forgive me, I did shout a bit into the mic there. And that is it. Qualifying is over. We've got this last lap in, so let's see what we got from second lap, if there was any changes. And yes, there was. John T put a sterling effort in there and put a 142.017, which just undercut Callum Cripps' 142.061. Oh, how tight is that? That is super tight. And now all we have is just over 2 seconds in it, because we've got no one's beat Rob with his 141.8 as of yet. So let's see how we get on. John T trying to keep the slip of his teammate, possibly see if he can knock him off his post, but he's definitely took advantage of his teammate to gain that slip and get into that second position. He's more than capable, but slipstream and your teammate guiding you does also help. I don't think anyone will ever deny that. And here we go. As everyone comes across the line, let's have a look at these last times. And we see much changes. For now, no. Oh, what a brilliant time there by Cripps. A 1:41.9, pushing him up into second, leapfrogging over John T. So there we have it. Qualifying results. Rob first, Callum Cripps second, John Thomas third. And we'll go for the rest in a second. Here we go. Like I say, Rob first, Callum Cripps second, John T third, Adam Piper fourth, Luke fifth, Ash sixth, and away we go on the lights. They're about to go green. They are green. And let's see if my theory is right. Lots of smoke there from Rob. I don't know if he did get a good start off there. Maybe it was a bit too much smoke for him. And already I've been proven right with that first corner theory. He did not get away from that line, and that inside line for second is just given that position to Callum Cripps, who qualified second there. And it is all argy-bargy at the back. Adam Piper up to second. John T back to third. Who's in fourth? Rob MK2 in fourth there. So the first and second have been pushed back to third and fourth already in this pack. And they're already being attacked from the likes of Luke Walsh and everyone. Looks there. God blimey, it is all going on. Flying down. Walsh trying to make a bit of space in between those two, three wide, a bit of argy-bargy as they go around the hairpin, and he got pushed back there. He's gone down into 8th, and that's sent Ash up into 7th, and Luke Mitchell up into 6th. Sorry, I was just trying to flick through with the cameras there. So that is the sort of back pack that we've got there, Luke leading that, and then we get up into the top pack with Luke at the back, followed by Adam Piper, who's now trying to chase down Rob, who's only in 3rd position. He's going to be a bit disappointed as he did start off in 1st, but did a bit too much wheel spin on the line. And then from here, his teammate John T up into 2nd, who was in 3rd, and Callum Cripps was in 2nd, up into 1st position. And at the moment, starting to gallop away with it with a 1.6, well, coming around this corner, but over 1 second lead from 2nd place here as they enter the 1st lap of this 20-minute race. A bit of a gap now between 2nd and 3rd, so it's all to play for 3rd here. Adam Piper under a lot of attack from Rob. He's managed to take that 3rd spot from him. I don't know if that was on the previous corner, if he got a good run down into 1st corner, I'm not sure, but Rob is all over the back of him. Does not want to give up that spot at all there. Adam Piper giving it the wide elbows, making sure no one can get past. And he's got to be aware of Luke Clifford in the background. We'll be ready to pounce if anything goes wrong between Piper and Rob. Take advantage of a good position. And look at this here, 3 wide into this hairpin. Oh, good days. John holding on to 2nd there. Adam Piper still holding on to 3rd. Rob on 4th, but Luke very much in the mix in 5th. These guys are going to battle it out to see what's going to happen with this podium position. Let's have a look at the back view just to see how they're getting on. They're a little bit more spread out, so let's get back on with this mid-battle. John T wasting his half a second gap, and he's now all getting hassled by everyone, including his own teammate, to try and get around those corners faster. Rob now up into 3rd, taking that place back from Adam Piper. So we try and see if they can make any dives into these corners. You get the momentum around here, it really does set you up into that 1st corner. Look at that, got a lovely train going on here. Less than 100, 200 a second between all of them. And the slip is helping that close down. Can anything be done on the 1st corner? Not for now. Back end's going round. Everyone lobbing it as hard as they can. Then, oh no! That was definitely a big boo-boo there by John Thomas. Yeah, he went off the track for a split second, caught a bit of gravel. Chucked Rob up into 1st place, Adam Piper up into 1st, and John has dropped back into 4th, but Luke wants none of it. Luke wants that 4th position. He says, no, mate, you went on the grass, I want that 4th position, give that back. So he's going to keep in the mix there. John going up the inside and is going 3 wide down towards his hairpin. Again, Luke trying to see where he can dive in, up on the inside. Everyone squeezed as much as they can. Rob dropped down to fourth. Adam Piper up in the second. Came out really well from that hairpin there. Really wants to try and stick that down. And Rob back up into third. Where's Luke from all of this? Luke's still in fifth. Just not getting the better of those three in front of him at the moment. And if we do, who has joined the back of the pack? That is Luke Mitchell. Luke Mitchell actually taking fifth position from Luke there. Well done to him, taking advantage of a situation. Everyone else battling. He's just going to sneak in when he can. And Rob has taken that spot back from Adam Piper into second. It is a scrappy fight, this. And it's a lovely track to do it on because they are big open corners, very hard to defend against. So you can defend as much as you can, but you've got to just try and outpace your teammates. Some are going really wide, pushing too hard into that corner there. But our race leader, Callum Cripps, look at this, 3.4 second gap. With 5 minutes into this already, he's got a 3-second gap. He has definitely secured this first, or has he? Anything can happen, 15 minutes left. Anything can happen. Let's look back at this podium battle. Rob still in second, Piper still in third, John in fourth, Luke back up. No, he's not. That's Mitchell still in fifth, and Luke has got back. Ooh, getting squirrely over the grass there, cutting a curb. Not affected anyone, but it's not going to help him catch back up with fifth position. Rotary slowly catching up with Luke Clifford. Forgive me, Rotary, I mean Ethan Graham. See what he can do. Adams, Ashley Sharp in the background there, trying to catch up as well. Very odd to see these guys, actually all three of these guys at the back here, plus Walsh, Sharp and Graham being the back three. They are, well, like I say, we have a really good set of drivers here tonight, so it's odd to see really fast drivers at the back, but it shows you what type of people we're dealing with here. Very fast people. Nothing can be done by these guys for the moment. Rotary looking to see if he can get that inside line heading up towards the double left-handers, and he can do, but it's not going to help him when it comes to that left-hand turning, so he's going to hang back there. I'm going to get back in touch with these guys at the front. Rob still in second, Adam in third, and John still in fourth. Luke Mitchell not managing to get up into fifth as of yet. A bit of a gap between him and fourth place there, 1.7 seconds. Have to try and close that down if he wants to have a pop at fourth position. The fight really is between third and fourth, and Rob seems to be doing what he can do, which is get far away from third place as possible and try and catch up with first place Callum Cripps. To all intents and purposes, he's doing a good job of it. He was 3.4 seconds in the lead, Callum. He is now only 1.6 seconds in the lead, and Rob is bearing down. He was also our fastest when it came to qualifying with a 1:41. These guys really pushing it around. These guys, there are lots of squeal of understeer, but these minis can take it, so you just lob it around there and see what they can do. For now, I'm going to catch back up with Adam Piper, who's still under threat from John. Mr. Thomas not letting him go quite yet. The American want to take down the plucky Brit. Just not managing to do it as of yet. The back and forth continues. I'm going to post down and see how we are going. I have missed that. While I've been looking at those guys, Rotary has made that move. He has definitely made that move. Oh, I don't know if he's made the move or if Luke's done something wrong, because Luke's dropped back down to 9th, and which has pushed everyone back up a space. So Rotary's now up into 5th and trying to chase down Luke Mitchell, which he looks like he is doing. And Mitchell is not making a good enough headway into that gap between 4th and 5th. So that could be fodder for Mr. Graham as he tries to catch up with him there. At the moment, the back race is on. Ashley Sharp versus Luke Walsh. They are all over the place. Look at these guys really trying to give at each other. Clifford there got back into the mix as well. So it's not completely overdone. Anybody for centre watching too much of Ashley's line there and get a bit on the grass. Ashley going too hard and deep into that corner. But keeping the momentum up. Walsh not making a good enough stab back at that mistake there. So he may have gone a bit too slow around there. So he late braking got taken out by over braking. And we carry on with the battle for third and fourth. Oh, side by side they are through the S's. Racing down now, up towards the double L's, the double left-hander. A bit of the kiss there from Thomas. Piper wanted to see what he could do. Wonder if he could do a send. At the moment he's trying to keep a really tight line there, and he has kept a really tight line. He's done a brilliant line around that corner. Switch backed him completely, but I don't know if John Thomas got a better speed round there and might be able to take him top end wise at the end of the straight. Let's see what's going on. He does have the inside line. What is going to happen? He's taking it, and while I've been saying all this, Rob and Callum Cripps are battling it out for first and second, so it's now starting to come alive in the last 10 minutes of this 20-minute race. It is coming alive. Oh, look at that go. Rob all over the back of Callum Cripps there. That 3.4 second lead absolutely decimated, and Callum, that nice safe drive he was having around is not the same. He's under full threat attack from Rob here. He was managing to do a whole 200th of a second faster around this track than Callum was in qualifying, which doesn't sound like much, but if you keep that up consistently over several laps, it's a lot of pressure that's going to be put on, and with pressure comes mistakes. Nothing able to be done as of yet. I'm not going to say this is a hairpin. It's more of a big, multiple cornered U-bend. So now Callum bending off Rob. Rob getting a good line there actually. He has done. And he's in his slip there. It is slowly catching him up. 300s has dropped down to 200s. Can he make a manoeuvre onto that corner? No, these cars just aren't fast enough, even with that slipstream, to really make it, unless you're right up the other car's bumper at the beginning of that straight. As you can see with Adam Piper, he is now up into third again for the time being, until he gets attacked from John, and then anything can happen. In the background, Rotary has made that manoeuvre, and he has got past Luke Mitchell. Luke Mitchell down into fifth there, so Rotary up into fifth. Ethan Graham, excuse me, up into fifth. And we'll have definitely emphasise set on fourth. 3.2 seconds left to chew through before he can get anywhere near fourth position, and 7 minutes left. It's doable. And I know if Graham wants to do it, he will definitely do it. So let's see how he gets on. Look further down this track and we get to the back three, battling it out here. This is non-stop battling all through this race. Front of the grid, back of the grid, non-stop. Walsh doing really good manoeuvre. He's got himself up into 7th. Really happy with that spot. What's happened to Sharp? Sharp's dropped back down to 9th. And Clifford has got up into 8th position. So whatever mistake he's made, he's starting to recover from it. And he's picking away at those guys, getting back up one spot. Ashley needs to catch back up with these three. Doesn't want to fall out of the slipstream. Heavy braking and inside line taken there by Walsh, trying to defend it. But with that, does he get as much momentum through those corners, and can he leave himself susceptible to attack from Clifford from behind? Clifford, 300th of a second, and not gaining really. Not in a close enough spot to be able to break it down on the slip. So let's go back up the field now. See how they're getting on. John still all over the back of Adam Piper. Getting very wild there, a bit too much. Bit of a kiss. He's backed off a bit there, bit of fair play. He doesn't want to take it by force, he wants to take it by skill and victory. And for now, Rob, who did have that first position for a couple of corners, has not managed to take that first position back yet. So Callum doing really well on the defensive side of this track. Dragon Trail really making people test their limits, because that's what this track does. It really does just push your tyre limits to the absolute max. While we're there, let's see what's going on in the chat. I've not actually said hello to anyone as of yet, because no one's saying hello to me. Boo. Rob on Callum. Now this is a time, if you can keep it up around this corner and keep it tight. Really, there we go. He's under the 200th of a second marker. This can actually really count with this slipstream coming down towards this first corner. Can anything be done? He's looking up the inside. Can he outbrake him? He has outbraked him, but can there be some form of switchback done? It's a long sweeping corner. I'm not sure if that can be possible. Callum looking to do so there. He's got back up on the inside, so the switchback did work, but has a real bad line into that corner. And then Rob definitely has the better speed through this next complex compared to Callum, but it's again trying to get past him. Speed doesn't mean anything if you can't get past the guy in front of you. Still watching on eagerly. Heavy breaking down into that hairpin. Callum doing a sterling job of defending there against Rob. Rob doing all he can to take him, just get that advantage, get in front of him there without being too boisterous, without pushing him out the way. Nothing can be done. Demon Tweaks versus, is it Drip Drop? I can never tell. Hold on, let's have a look. It's Dip Top. I think it's Dip Top. I don't know. I've never heard of the company. I know Quick Fit is. I do not know of Drip Drop. There we go, Drip Drop. Forgive me. You know what it is? Let us know. Put it in the chat. Now here we go. Is Rob actually going to do it this time? He's managed to get the inside line, going around that double left-hander, and he's actually secured that spot going down the start finish straight, and this actually be really good for him here. Yes, Callum can get right up behind him and can maybe try and dive up the inside on this, but as we saw in the last lap, Rob can easily then just do a switchback and see what he can do. But Rob's actually held the outside line there, and Callum's got the better of it. Has he just given it away? He hasn't. Side by side through that corner there. Rob not giving up that spot at all, holding on to first position. Really well done. Really well done. And Callum just being denied left, right and centre, getting a taste of his own medicine, says Rob in the number 1 position, as Callum Cripps is having to taste that bitter pill. 2nd position after ruling 1st place for most of this race. 2 minutes left. I can't believe there's 2 minutes left. Let's go back down the roster. Adam Piper still under furious threat from John. More threat now. John potentially taking 3rd place from him. This is all about the podiums here. Going through the S's and down towards the multi-corner. Adam taking a nice wide line, trying to make as much speed as he can do through here, because it will help him as they go down this straight and up towards the double left-hander. John going to be very happy that he's got that 3rd position with only 1 minute 24 left. The next lap will be the final lap. Adam diving down the inside there, wants to try and take 3rd spot. Has got the inside. Can he hold it all the way through? He has, but can he defend it to the end? I'm not sure. I'm also going to see how everyone else is getting on. Rotary seeing if he can chip away into that gap between him and 4th position, but like Luke Mitchell not being able to do it as of yet. How's the back 3 doing? At the moment, they have spread out. The fight has desisted. Ashley's got back up into 8th position and Luke down into 9th. So Maybe something more will happen. 1 lap left. Everyone's going to go all out. Catch back up with first position. Under threat. Rob has lost it again. Callum Cripps in first. But Rob has got the inside line heading down into this hairpin corner. What's going to happen? In the background, I can see Piper trying to defend off John T. He's got third for now. Anything can happen in his final lap. And Rob just not getting the momentum around that corner there. Could not get round Callum. Secure that first. And he just seems to be just sitting on his rear quarter panel here. He just can't get that mini to get past him completely. And this next section will prove the most crucial as they head down this last straight towards the double left-hander. So however fast they get on here is going to really count, and then however they take that corner is going to really count. Callum having Rob breathe down him. Rob going on the really far on the outside, braking nice and early. He's got to try and keep it in tight, but so's Callum. That's forced Rob wide there, so Callum might secure the spot for Callum. Here we go, first second, we're going to have nearly neck and neck here. Oh, Rob's got it. Callum's just behind. It's going to be a joint finish here. What's going to happen? 1, 2. Oh, so close. And what's happening here? Third and fourth. So close again. Adam Piper and John T. What a race. Well, there we go. Rob then taking it by literally about 10 centimetres from Callum Cripps in second position. Really good racing from first and second there. And also from Adam Piper and John T in third and fourth. Those guys, nothing in between those two. Congratulations to our guy Rob. Look at that, all three. He's got the home run, he's got pole position, fastest laps, and he's got the cleanest race. So really well done to those guys there. So as you have been, if you've never been with us before, let me tell you how the second race works. The reverse order from the first race is the result and grid lineup for the second race. So it will be Ashley Sharp starting first, Luke Clifford second, Walsh third, Luke Mitchell fourth, Rotary slap bang in the middle and fifth, so he'll start exactly where he's ended. John will then be sixth, Piper will be seventh, Cripps will be eighth, and then last will be Rob. Let's see how we get on. I believe this is Rob Adams here. Wants to extend his lead, doing a real good job. If we look at the lap chart here, it's all a bit funky, doesn't actually completely correct, but oh well. Now, just waiting for this to all start. Bear with me a second. Just forgive me, I couldn't get to the mute button in time and couldn't help but sneeze. I'm so sorry. I do apologise everybody there. So, let's see how we're getting on. Is anyone in the chat? Are we getting anything from anybody as of yet? No. And there we go. Here we have it. As I said, reverse grid from the last standings. We're going to get people out onto the track and get this race started for this last 20 minutes, taking us up just over 9 o'clock UK GMT. Loaded now at last. Luke Mitchell and John Thomas really looking, getting eager, want to get on that track and get those times down, get faster. qualification going for it here. So we've nearly got everyone loaded up and into the race. We just need 2 more and we are good to go for round 2. Or no, apologies, round 2 for tonight. Round 4 in the Mini Challenge Cup. Brought to you by Full Throttle Racing and myself, Taximan. Hello. Nice to see you all. 5 minutes. We're getting 5 minutes from our commentator, from our guy in the sky. So I'm going to leave you on board with Rotary. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to leave you on board my guy, Mr. Walsh. He's not had much camera time today. And he deserves a little camera time. Loving that Jack Daniels livery. Again, Ashley Sharp doing a wonderful job with these cars. Really sterling job. Do love it. Sorry about that, I needed to blow my nose. That sneeze left me all itchy. We wait now. Word, I've got eyes in the sky. See how long we've got left. See what we're getting here. I believe, word has it, the fastest lap, which I didn't notice, I don't know how I didn't notice this, was 140. Absolutely crazy. 140.9 on this, in the minis, that's so impressive. That's literally hitting every single thing on the mark, every single time. Got left, nearly done, everyone's in now, got 9, we are all good for racing, we're just waiting for the thumbs up from our guys in the sky. It's interesting that some of these, I realise that the actual original colour of a lot of these minis varies, but there we go. Right, we're about to start this final. Lovely bit of power braking there from Mr. Clips. Come on, Callum. Give him some beans. Attaboy. Race time's on. Dragon Trails. Here we go. As I said, reverse start from race 1 onto race 2. Flashing from the lights there. Ashley Sharp in first. Luke Cliff in second. Walsh third. Mitchell fourth. Graham fifth. Thompson 6th. Piper 7th. Cripps 8th. And then I believe it is Thompson, oh, it was Rob 9th. So let's see how they get on. I'm going to take this camera angle from red to green and away they go. We already know that the second place does get a better line in there, and we did see Ashley spin those wheels to start off with, so Luke could get a good turn away. He does. Into first position he goes. Now I've seen him get into this spot and hold it for a whole race before, so this could be a feat being done again. 20 minutes to go. Can he do it? Luke taking that first spot. Ashley holding second. In third is Walsh. Luke Mitchell in fourth. But there we go. John making a manoeuvre into fifth position, taking that away from Rotary in 6th, who was in 5th, down into 6th now. He's not having a good time of it at the moment. I don't know what's going on with him. Seems to be a bit off the boil. We hopefully see him pull some socks back up and get into it, and we are looking 3, nearly 4 wide as we head down into this hairpin. John 5th, Rotary taking that spot back on the inside. Callum just up behind him, Adam Piper there as well, followed by Rob. All of them want to get in there. Lots of elbows want to be pushed wide. Let's see how we're getting on back up front at the moment. Luke still holding it. Ashley in 2nd. We're managing to get that place back. Like I say, that first spot is a bit cursed on here. You really actually want to try and qualify in 2nd. It seems to be the better place for you. At the moment, Luke stretching the first place lead, but look at that. Walsh getting up the inside here in the Jack Daniels Mini. Wants to try and secure that 2nd position, but now he has done, but he's coming up to a double left-hander. So he may lose that now. You've got Luke Mitchell in the background wanting to try and sneak in. There we go, being pushed wide there. Nothing he can do. Sharpening that. Oh, 3 wide into that. Lots of kissing, lots of bumpers going on there. Front wing to front wing to front wing. And with that, Luke Mitchell's been pushed up into 2nd. The centre down into 3rd and Ashley into 4th. And the mayhem continues. That can change at any moment. At the moment, Rotary just holding 5th position. Not much going on there. Adam Piper holding 6th. Rob coming up behind him in 7th. But him and Callum are at it again. They're just fighting all the way through. They're going to be fighting through this pack, I think. As it ends up being Rob down and Callum swapping between 7th, 8th and 9th with him and John T. and Callum Cripps there. It does seem to be, like I said, like last race, there seems to be a fight at the back of the pack, there's a fight in the middle of the pack, and then there's a fight at the front of the pack. What a chain, what a train of cars we've got going on here. Adam Piper at the back of that. Rotary getting involved now, pulling up sleeves and getting his elbows in and pushing Walsh out of the way. Walsh getting pushed back into 6th, Piper up into 5th because of that. Graham now up into 4th position. Luke Mitchell wants to see what he can do to poor Mr. Ashley Sharp. He's applying the pressure right now. How is Luke getting on? Luke doing what he does best. He's got that first position and he's galloping away right now. 2.6 seconds. On you go, my son. Keep going to the end. We love the pink princess. I can't. How can you look at it and take it seriously? You can't. But again, Ashley, see, you've got to give him credit. He challenged Ashley. He said he wanted a pretty princess cutie livery, and he came out and he gave him exactly what he wanted. At the moment, pushing that gap now up to 3.2 seconds. Luke dominating that first position, but then we saw the exact same thing with Callum last race, and we saw how that turned out with Rod winning it in race 1. So back down to Adam Piper, who's now into 2nd. What on earth has happened there? Adam Piper into 2nd, Luke back into 3rd, Rotary still in 4th. I don't know what happened with Adam Piper, how he managed to do that. I don't know if it's wacky car races, button manoeuvre, but good on him getting up in the 2nd position as they head down towards this hairpin. Inside line he has Luke Mitchell trying to take the fast line through. It does seem he has taken the fast line through. He's right up behind Piper now. And nothing can be made at the moment. I want to go back and see what's going on with this backpack here. Rob, John and Callum, all at the back still here. Who was at the back with him? Walsh. There must have been some form of incident that happened then, because Walsh was not there and Adam Piper was not up there, so something's happened that sent Walsh back to 9th and Piper up to 2nd, but hey, that's racing. The back three are going to like that because at least they get an extra place automatically, but they are still fighting it out here. Nothing between Ashley, Callum and Rob as they all go as fast as they can. A bit too wide there for Rob. Around that last double left-hander onto the start-finish straight. Lots of people trying to squeeze in, squeeze out. See how they go down into this corner here. Rob's got the inside line. Ash up behind Callum. And Rob's managed to try and stick that inside line here. Ashley not doing well. He's lost a spot there to John and potentially to Placenta. He has done. He's lost that to Walsh. Walsh managed to get back and throw in the Jack Daniels car. So much argy-bargy going on, but this is it. It's not rude argy-bargy. It's just racing argy-bargy. And I want to see what continues here, but I do want to see what's going back on up front. For the moment, Luke, I don't know what happened to him there. He's lost that 2-point-something second lead. Curse of the commentator, let's say. And Adam Piper's got to be back on him there. He smells blood. You want to go for jugular. And look at that, right behind him is Graham. Both of these guys more than capable of upsetting the apple cart for many of these guys here. Adam Piper in the liquid molly. And the I can never pronounce it correctly. I've got to say Corbu. Let me know. Of all the things I still can't pronounce correctly, this is another one. Corbu? I'm going to say Corbu. That sounds more like it. I'm going to go Corbu. Lovely Latin sounding name. Luke going to have to start defending this lead against Piper and those guys behind him. Split between 4th and 5th. A good second gap here, but here we go. 5th and 6th. Cripps up into 5th position, Rob up into 6th position. What's happened there? Why do I look away? John T, Walsh and Sharp battling it now for 7th, 8th and 9th, but it's all going on here with 5th and 6th, who was 1st and 2nd from race 1. Trying to see if they can make their way up through the pack here. They were back of the pack, the pair of them, and now they're up into mid-pack area with halfway through the race. So realistically, and with that momentum going, it bears well for them for the end of the race if they can carry on and get up there. At the moment, Luke Mitchell is their next guy they're looking at. Not too far ahead of them, 7th and 2nd. Watch it, because those two are fast and they will chew you up and spit you out. But now let's get back on board with the top 3. Rotary in 3rd. Piper now up into 1st. It's not Rotary's. Graham's got into 2nd. Piper's up into 1st. And poor old Clifford has been pushed down into 3rd, but he's got to try and make that manoeuvre back now as he gets side by side with Adam Piper, and he's definitely going to have the slip benefit for it going down this straight. But he has definitely not got the momentum. To see if he can take the inside line. He can't, so those 3 will stick it out back onto 4th, 5th and 6th as Luke Mitchell definitely comes under fire now from Callum Cripps and Rob Adams. Adams getting a faster line there, not taking that sleepy policeman. He's got the inside line down this straight towards his hairpin. He's being pushed down into the grass a bit. Luke's still holding that 4th position, but let's see what happens when we get around this corner. Inside line taken. Rob's got it. He's squeezed up into 4th, but is he going to be cut back there? Is anyone going to get a faster line out of that corner? He hasn't. Really well done there by Rob there. He's moved up. Rob Adams into 4th position. And Callum is snug behind him into 5th as well. So that's poor Mr. Luke Mitchell. He's squeezed down into 6th position and he doesn't watch it. He's going to be under fire from John Thomas, who's in 7th. And want to get up into the mix. The fight between Ashley and Walsh at the back here is just a lone battle, but they are still gunning for it as well. Fights all round this track at the moment, non-stop, trying to keep up with what is going on. Adam Piper going for the inside line. Rotary trying to take the nice outside line but get the faster corner speed and exit speed down towards the start straight. And he has done. And he's pushing. He's got the outside line. Adam Piper keeping the inside line to defend it, but Rotary might be able to take this still. Depends on how he takes this corner. It's a fast corner. He can swing, get on the inside of Piper. No, he can't. Keeps up the momentum. For now, nothing been able to be done. Piper up into first. Loving that result for him there. And Graham in second. Luke holding on to third for now, but he's definitely going to come under fire from Rob and Callum and John. All three of them caught up now as they head down towards this hairpin. Just under 9 minutes left. And here we go. John pushes his way up into fourth. Well done there. Luke gets pushed back into fifth, and Callum still sixth. Luke still sixth. I'd say. My apologies. Got Luke Mitchell. I'm going to threaten Luke Clifford here. To defend that line. Not an easy track to defend against. For now, that sort of back train of Adams, Cripps and Clifford. Forgive me, no, Adams, Thompson and Cripps slowly catching up to those top front three. They've raced hard through this second race, really have raced hard to come through the back of the pack. They've worked together in a way. They've not mucked each other up, they've kept together, they've slipped through. No one's really got the better of the other. For now, I don't know how this has happened. But Rob has got up into third position. Has something happened there? We had a DC? No, we haven't. I don't know how that's happened there. Who was up? So it was Luke. Unfortunately, Luke was in fourth. He's now been pushed back. So yeah, that is right. John up in fourth. Rob up in the third. Rotary still trying to get past Piper to no joy, and the problem with that is you've then got Rob breathing down your neck. Adams not gonna be just rubbing his hands in glee. He can catch up with these two and potentially just go, right, I know you two are fighting, but don't mind me, I'm just going to make my way through and take another podium. Thank you very much. Maybe he won't be gifted such an easy win. Maybe these guys are going to make it difficult for him and work together, we don't know. But I'll tell you what has happened. Adams has actually for the first time got a good bit of a gap between him and Cripps. Cripps in fourth position with a 1.5 second gap between third position there. Still under heavy fire from John Thompson behind him and Luke Mitchell in sixth position. But a little gap broken away there, so we've got three gaps here. We've got the front pack, mid pack and the back pack. Luke just sort of floundering between the two at the moment. But Ashley holding off that 8th position against Walsh. Ashley not managing to hold that. He started second this race. No, he didn't. He started first this race. Unfortunately, dropped back down to 8th. Due to little mishaps like that, and that's not going to help him. As Walsh looked to get right behind him here and spring out at the last second into this corner. No, he's not. He's going to keep on that behind him. I thought he'd make that move. I thought he'd go for the send up the inside, but he didn't. Difficult corner to try and time it on, I guess. Let's get back up to that mid-pack. Luke Mitchell. Starting to get a little gap between him and John Thompson. John T, I'm going to go for. Never doubt yourself, Darren. Never doubt yourself. You know what you're talking about. So yeah, John Thompson in 5th. For now, it's just him and Callum Cripps fighting out for 4th and 5th position. So Luke Mitchell is dropping back. Let's go to the front three and see how they're getting on. Piper still holding on to first position, but Rotary has lost 4th, 2nd, and Adams has claimed that spot for himself. Doing a sterling drive this evening. Really, really good performance. First and second race. Getting from the back of the pack 2 seconds so far, and he's still got just under 5 minutes to the end of this race as well. So first spot can be done. Piper's got to watch himself with the liquid Molly Mini there. saying that, Graham is not one to be shunned. No. At the moment, he does seem to be dropping off from Rob. He could definitely come back into these things. Take a really wide line there, get as much momentum as possible, but Rob all over the back of Piper. And Piper just having to defend really heavily here. At the moment, fastest lap we've had so far is Rotary with a 1:41.38. Don't know if Rob's going to be able to take that. As Rob's diving down the outside, trying to go for the switchback, but got blocked off by Adam Piper there. Really well done by Piper, good bit of defending. Stopped his momentum around that track just to hold that other driver up. Keep that first place secured. That's the way to do it. And into the S as we go. Left, right, left, right. Then round this mad sort of multi-cornered U-bend. And up we go. If I could find actual names for all these corners on the internet somewhere, I would, but I don't think there is. So for now, I'm just going to call them like and go from there. I hope you guys don't mind too much. So tight between these guys here. Now look at that gap between Rob and Adam Piper. Already less than 200th of a second. Definitely got the speed to be able to try and do something into this corner here. Piper holding that inside line, want to make sure that he can't be taken. Rob going wide at the last minute to swing it round, try and get more momentum around this corner, but still Piper able to defend it here. Graham looking out on the inside, want to make some headway with the ducking and weaving that Adams is doing. But nothing as of yet. Let's go back to Mr. Cripps. He's not managed to lose a spot to Mr. Thompson yet, but Thompson is definitely pushing. You're right, look at the camera on the back of these cars, it's absolutely mad. I don't know if that's just different from the John T there, because the back of this Mini looks like it looks like one of the cars that you see in a modding mag. The wheels are all over the place. Look at the state of those, I don't know. None of the others seem to be like that, so there we go. I didn't think you could adjust those, but maybe you can. All types of preferences for all types of guys. That helps the back end from stepping out, I guess. You can push it around that corner a bit more. I don't know how that's going to help you on faster corners. Long, fast corners. Definitely help you on the medium to smaller corners, keeping the speed and momentum and keeping the back end in check, but I don't know about the rest. Just get on board here with the back two, scrapping it out, Walsh and Sharp. Walsh getting up on the inside here. Can the manoeuvre be made? It has been done. What a good timing there. Good stuff, Walsh. Up that start straight there. Sharp being pushed down into 9th position. And last lap is coming up. 52 seconds. Where's this all gone? I thought we had 5 minutes left. We don't. Let's get back on board with the front three. It is all going on now. It is turned into a free-for-all for the front five positions. Adam Piper still managing to hold first for now. Adams in second. Graham in third. John Thomas up into fourth, and Cripps now into fifth. So there has been a little change there. Heavy braking down into this hairpin. Cripps trying to squeeze up into the inside, see if he can make any extra manoeuvres. He can't. Really good stuff done by Graham though, up into second position. That's what he wants to do on that last lap. Get a bit more points. Robert Adams pushed down into third position. Piper doing really well, keeping his arms out as wide as possible, defending with all of his might that first position. But Graham's trying to push that back, a bit of tap in there, and he's done it. Graham up into first, a bit of shoving and pushing, and has pushed Adam down into fourth and pushing really wide there. Adams then pushed Rob Adams out into fifth, potentially sixth being dropped down there. He has been dropped down to sixth, and that changes everything. At the moment, we've now got Graham in first position, John Thompson second, and then Callum Cripps up in the third. So it's all changed here in the last couple of corners of this race. Adam Piper sending it up, see if he can get his maximum power through this corner here, see if he can get anything more than fourth. He has, he's got into third. I don't know if he's done a bit of touchy there with poor Mr. Cripps. And here we go, Graham, Thompson, Piper, Cripps, Mitchell in fifth, Adams in sixth, Luke in seventh, Walsh in eighth, and then Sharp in ninth. Guys, what a race. What an absolute race. A bit of shoving and pushing at the very end there, but hey, congratulations to Graham there. Fastest lap and clean race. I'm going to say commiserations for Rob Adams there, because he held his own for the majority of that race there, coming from the back of the pack all the way up into first position for a second. Nearly first position, actually. He had second. Never managed to get that first position, but then do just pretty much just massive argy-bargy from the lot there. So I don't know if there will be an adjudicator's question after that. But after that, yes, that's how he turns out. So thank you very much. I will see you guys possibly next Friday for rounds 5 and 6 of the Mini Cooper Challenge. I'm not sure where it is yet. We will let you know. But from me, Daxy Man, from Full Throttle Racing, and from the guys driving tonight, thank you very much for tuning in. If you do like this video, please hit the like. If you do want to see more, hit the subscribe and the alert, and you get to hear myself and see some amazing racing on GT Sports and other platforms. For now, guys, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. All the best. Night night.